Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is Chainsaw Man episode 6. So last episode we were introduced to more of the fourth squad. We had Himeno, Kobeni and Arai. We only really learned Himeno's power, so I'm excited to see what the other two can do. They did foreshadow it a little bit, but I'm excited to see that. And where we left off, they're in this hotel and they're kind of stuck in this loop from what I am assuming is like the Infinity Devil or something similar. So before we jump into this, be sure to check out the Patreon page. Over there you can find 1 week early access. You can also find polls so you can vote for what's next, and you can find a full-length timer-based version of this where you just sync up your own footage and you can watch along with me. So yeah, let's just jump right in. Yeah, I'm surprised it took them that long to realise. Yeah, so I guess the only way out of this is to kill the devil that's doing it. Oh, there's nothing actually outside. Are they trapped in time as well? Was it a time leap too? It's just because there's an emphasis on the clock ticking. Okay, can't be that. They're not just stuck forever, yeah. Oh, they were just baited in by that one. Yeah, there's definitely devils that have much more intelligence. Oh, so she got it, but she's not. She just needs the money, but it's not actually her passion. Yeah, power's just no empathy from power at all. She's so chaotic. Yeah. The more scared you are, the more powerful it makes them. Yeah, so it's a time loop as well. Yeah, that stops all hope for a rescue then. If they're in there for like years and years, are they, do they age as well? Are they gonna come out as old people, or could they be in there for like 1,000 years and still come out the same age looking?
Denji
Okay. Yeah, so there's food that was left. Is the food infinite as well? Like, if you grab the food from one room and then travel into the next, is it still there, Okay. If you're in a position of power, you can do so much damage like that. That brings up the question of who in position of powers are devils. What's Aki doing? I don't know like what you can do to actually do anything here. I love this color scheme in the sky, the pinks. Her mum? Which is a random person? Oh, okay, yeah. She's got a lot of stuff to deal with. Yeah, of course. They'll take it out on her. And she's got like 6 other partners. It's such a petty thing, but yeah, that little bit of revenge. Look at this window behind them, it looks gorgeous. This whole flashback has been the music as well in this little flashback. There's definitely people that ship these two. Oh? So he's still alive? So this could be the devil they need to deal with to get out of here then. Oh my god. It's like growing in power. Okay. And someone's already heard that. Kobeni, yeah. So it's getting them all to turn on each other. Yeah, he's not letting that happen. This devil, it reminds me of Envy from Full Metal when it's in this proper form, you know? Yeah, cut off from the outside world. So Kon isn't like always with him all of the time. It just like transports there when he needs it. Inside the stomach. That sounds like a bluff though. There must be some way out. We're not actually gonna lose Denji, are we? Or else what? So if you can force a devil to break a contract, you can end up killing it as well. Yeah, what does it gain from eating him? I mean, he is part devil. I mean, he might just end up dying of starvation anyway. Can they force it to make a new contract somehow?
It's got
some backlash or something? Power's got to it, hasn't she? Of course. Oh, now she's blaming it on power. She's just losing it. She's attacking anyone she can. Oh, can it sense that fear? It looked like it was growing, this devil, yeah. His heart, which is Pashita, isn't it? Yeah, they all need to keep calm, don't they? Eternity Devil. Okay, there we go. That's what it is. I was close enough. Infinity and Eternity, same thing. And it's all like shifting now. Oh, so you'll just fall straight into his mouth, yeah. And he's just keeping Kobeni away from him a little bit. What is with his sword then? It must be like another contract or something? Oh, really? So it's kind of Denji's life for a portion of Aki's life. Oh, they can just come around the other way, yeah. I feel like that was Aki, wasn't it? Yeah, he jumped in the way. So Himeno's ghosts can't be like that powerful because he could like force his way out of it. It's not like completely blinding, is it? You can still force your way through. But he's my piece of shit that doesn't being stabbed. Yeah, Denji's like a key tool for him killing the gun devil. A challenge, but not impossible. Yeah, her being like part of the reason her own partner dies this time. She can't deal with that. Yeah, is he just gonna let himself be swallowed but then burst out from the inside anyway? Does that technically still fit the deal?
俺をかばいやがって。
Yeah, it shows how much Aki actually cares. Although he did do it because Denji's like a tool for him as well. That's so cool, the visuals of it. I knew it was gonna cut right before we got to see any action. Okay, more Infinity iconography, yeah. The MC Escher? I keep getting confused. I saw this with Squid Game as well. Is MC Escher, right? Yeah, exactly. He's just gonna burst out, isn't he? Okay, so that's episode 6 of Chainsaw Man. So it's the Eternity Devil, not the Infinity Devil. I think I was close enough. It's basically the same concept. They're synonymous, right? And at the end there, you know, I am wondering, does that technically count? Has the contract been fulfilled? Did he technically eat Denji there? You know, the contract was let me eat Denji. It wasn't let me eat and digest Denji. So has he technically eaten Denji and then Denji can burst out the stomach? And that might be potentially what we're seeing in one of the opening shots. In the opening, we see him like bursting out something, so that could be foreshadowing what's going to happen in the next episode. But it does also feel like when he's falling into this stomach, he's like falling into a whole new world or something. This whole thing reminds me of a few concepts from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Spoiler warning if you haven't seen it yet, but like if you haven't, what are you doing? So the design of the Eternity Devil, it reminded me of Envy's true form with all of these human parts and like the heads and things coming out of its body. It also reminded me of some stuff from JJK with like Mojito. But then Denji like falling into this world also reminds me of Gluttony's true form, where he has this whole world inside of him as well. So is he falling into this whole new world where he will have to fight the Eternity Devil in there? Because the Eternity Devil did say that that wasn't his true form, or he has like a heart or something somewhere else in a different location, and that's how you would actually kill him. So potentially Denji will fall into this world, and then in there, that's when he can fight the Eternity Devil's true form, or the Eternity Devil's like find the Eternity Devil's heart or something along those lines. And that's how we get out of this situation. It does feel like if the Eternity Devil never actually like showed up there, they would have just been stuck there forever, and he could have just waited around until Denji died if he really wanted to. But that does make me wonder, if they're stuck in this time loop, can they actually die in there, as in from old aging? Like, what are the rules of the time loop, you know? Like I said with the aging thing, you know, would they just stay the same age the whole time they're in there, even if they're in there for thousands and thousands of years? Obviously they'll come out changed mentally, probably mentally broken, but would their bodies actually age? I'm not sure if that's the case or not. We still never got to see Kobeni or Arai's powers, so I am hoping we get to see those eventually, just because they tease them a little bit, you know. We still know what Himeno's is with the ghost arm, and it looked like at one point it was either like a really long arm, or if it was multiple arms, it looked like maybe. But maybe, you know, it's a ghost, is more of this like intangible concept. So you could have like an arm and then like little bits of arm sprouting off, you know, that seems like what it could have been. But we also see, you know, if you're physically strong enough, you can just break out of that. It isn't like 100% binding. There is a physical limit to that ghost hand. And it doesn't seem like it would be that powerful, I guess, if like just a human, if Aki can just get out of it. And then on the Aki front, we're learning more about this sword. So he must have a contract with another devil, where part of this sword, part of the contract is he uses this sword and it takes some years off of his lifespan. So I do wonder like how many years it takes off. Does it matter on the duration of the sword use or something along those lines? And what devil has he got a contract with? Is it a sword devil? That's why it's a sword. Is the sword powered up by something, you know? Whatever it is, I think we will see it eventually, and it'll probably be in a really pivotal moment because of all of that backlash. It seems like it'll be like a life or death moment where he will have to do it, and I feel like that'll be a great moment. And you know, depending on what contract with the devil it is, it could make for some really great animation. I immediate thought was thinking like, oh, if it's like the lightning devil, and then I'm thinking of like Demon Slayer, you know. There's a lot of cool effects you can do with sword play, so that would be really cool, depending on what devil he has a contract with for that. Power this episode, obviously, she's just being chaotic as usual. She was like, yeah, let's kill Denji, yeah, she ate all of that food, you know, she's kind of a wild card in this situation, and she has a new goal now to go and get a Nobel Prize so she can work her way up and become Prime Minister. As she was saying, think of all the suffering you can do as Prime Minister, and that just makes me think, you know, there could be people who are already in positions of power, like kings, queens, prime ministers, that are devils in disguise, and they could be subjecting the people of their country to all of these horrible things to, you know, boost themselves up, boost their power. I can't think of something specific. Maybe like if the gun devil was secretly the president of the United States, that would make a lot of sense with America's gun laws. There's probably a few other examples you could think of like that. And also, you know, devils in positions of power. We have seen some people in positions of power in this show. I do think that Makima, she either is a devil, is a fiend, or has some contract with a devil potentially. There's definitely something more going on with her. She's not just 100% human, or maybe she is a human, but she has some ulterior motives, definitely, right? Maybe she is doing this in cahoots with a devil, perhaps, you know? There's definitely something deeper going on with her. I think that's pretty obvious. It's not a huge thing to say that. And then it was great this episode to see Aki defending Denji. Like, he jumped in the way of getting stabbed, which was really cool. You know, he did say part of it is because he needs Denji. He needs to use Denji as a weapon against the Gun Devil. He doesn't think he could defeat the Gun Devil on his own. And I think that probably is true. They all need to team up to defeat the Gun Devil. But part of it is also, you know, they're friends now. They're roommates. They've been living together. I don't know how long they have. But there probably is some kind of friendship connection there by now, at least. Just a little bit, you know. We learned a bit more about Kobeni and Arai this episode. Just like in terms of their characterizations. We obviously didn't learn their powers, but Kobeni, she is just freaking out. She's completely like lost control here, and that's only making the devil stronger, which is really cool. You know, I think I mentioned in one of the others, I think it'd be a really cool fight to have, you know, someone fighting Denji and becoming like, and then Denji becoming stronger and stronger as the person he is fighting is becoming scared of him, you know. I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, Kobeni, she was just terrified, of course. She thought she was gonna die there, like, how can you blame her? And she was going to some extremes to try and get out of it. She was very up for killing Denji. I wonder how he will react when they get out of this situation. Will he hold it against her? Will she just offer him a kiss and he'll forgive her completely? You know, it seems like he won't hold a grudge like that, really. But we learn a bit of her backstory. She just kind of became a devil hunter for the money because her parents forced her into it, you know, this familial pressure to support her brother going to college, which is a weird one. She is supporting her brother and it's her parents forcing her to go into work to support her brother, even though this isn't what she wants and she wanted to just go off to college herself. Hopefully she can eventually get out of this and just go to college, you know. And then Arai as well, he was really scared too. He was having a panic attack out of it. We still didn't learn too much about him, but we learned, you know, he was having a panic attack too. He was acting naturally, you know. So I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, consider leaving a like or a comment. And if you really love this, be sure to subscribe to keep up to date for all of future uploads. See you. Thanks for watching. Bye.